Today we are going to talk about the OnePlus 5T. The OnePlus 5 is probably the only flagship phone in this day and age that ships sans and gimmick. And if you have been following the trend lately, it has been all about the gimmicks and this year. With the OnePlus 5T, it seems the OnePlus 5 is looking to offer that extra ounce of gimmickry that fans and enthusiasts have been looking for. OnePlus 5 will launch the OnePlus 5T at a global unveiling event in New York City on November 16. Ahead of its launch, OnePlus 5 swooped up. OnePlus 5 has leaked in its full glory, courtesy tipster slash leaks, leaving literally nothing to the imagination. The phone, on the basis of the leak, looks like a powerhouse, but then it's not very different from the OnePlus 5 either, especially regards to the hardware specs. And yet, it is the OnePlus 5T will be a bezel-less phone, just like the iPhone X and the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. But going by the OnePlus usual proceedings, we can totally expect this phone to cost a lot less in comparison. Here's everything to know about the OnePlus 5T based on leaks and rumors floating on the internet. As always, you should always treat leaks and rumors with a pinch of salt, but considering that we are close to the D-Day, chances are this could well be it. Take a look. Specifications. Just like the OnePlus 5, the OnePlus 5T will be powered by 2.4 GHz octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor clubbed with Adreno 540 GPU. The OnePlus 5T will be available in two RAM options, 6GB and 8GB RAM. OnePlus 5T will be available in two storage options, 64GB and 128GB. It is much like the OnePlus 5, it wouldn't support expandable storage. Unlike OnePlus 5, the OnePlus 5T will boast of near edge-to-edge bezel-less screen and an unusual 18:9 aspect ratio instead of the regular 16:9. The OnePlus 5T, in terms of specifics, will come with 6.01-inch Full HD optic AMOLED display with a 1080 by 2160 pixel resolution and 401 ppi. The optic AMOLED screen of the OnePlus 5T will further support both sRGB and DCI-P3 wide color gamut, and also has something special known as the sunlight display, a built-in software algorithm that adapts automatically to harsh light and to facilitate a great viewing experience. Just like the OnePlus 5, the OnePlus 5T will also come with a dual camera system on the rear. It will be more or less the same setup. The only difference will be the fact that OnePlus 5 has tweaked the aperture of the second telephoto lens so as to allow for a better low light photography, as in the case of OnePlus 5T. The dual camera system in the OnePlus 5T, much like the OnePlus 5, will feature a primary 16 megapixel sensor supported by a 20 megapixel telephoto camera. While the 16 megapixel camera Sony IMX398 will feature the same f1.7 aperture, the secondary 20 megapixel camera Sony IMX376 will feature a larger f1.7 aperture. The dual camera system on board the OnePlus 5T, much like the OnePlus 5, will be capable of shooting photos with shallow depth of field or bokeh effect. Through a specialized portrait mode, there will also be a dedicated Pro mode for Pro users. The system will be also capable of recording 4K videos and shooting in RAW file format. Sadly, the OnePlus 5T's rear camera will not be assisted with optical image stabilization. Front camera, just like the OnePlus 5T, will also support a 16 megapixel front facing camera with f2.0 aperture. The OnePlus 5T will run on Android 7.1.1 Nougat based Oxygen OS. Just like the OnePlus 5T will be backed up with a 3300 mAh battery and support OnePlus 5 proprietary dash charging technology. By looks of it, the OnePlus 5T will indeed ship with Oppo R11s like design scheme, which means much like the Oppo phone, the OnePlus 5T will also have a near edge-to-edge bezel-less screen with unusual aspect ratio of 18:9 instead of the OnePlus 5's more regular 16:9. As is understandable in such cases, the OnePlus 5T will ship with a rear-mounted fingerprint scanner as opposed to the front-mounted seating in the OnePlus 5. As a result of such placement, the front of the OnePlus 5T will be all screen and almost no bezels. The OnePlus 5T will have a 6.01-inch display with a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 on top, but because the phone would be longer and not wider, it would occupy a smaller footprint when in hands. The OnePlus 5T, much like the OnePlus 5, will have a full metal body. The phone will measure 7.3mm in thickness and 162 grams in weight. The near edge-to-edge design and unusual 18:9 aspect ratio will give the OnePlus 5T a screen-to-body ratio of 80.5%. The OnePlus 5T will retain the OnePlus 5's alert slider, which basically is a quick notification toggle, all priority and none, to quickly sort your app notification. It will further come with a USB Type-C port for charging and data syncing purposes, a bottom facing speaker out, a 3.5 mm audio jack, and a dual SIM nano SIM support. The phone in addition will also support NFC and Bluetooth 5.0. The OnePlus 5T will be available for buying for the first time on November 21 via early access, which means for a limited number of units up for grabs via Amazon India for Prime members only. And OnePlus India Store. The OnePlus 5T will have a broader availability from November 28. The OnePlus 5T is expected to be made available in the same colors as the OnePlus 5, slate grey and midnight black, because the midnight black or matte black version is harder to make. Chances are it will be exclusive to 8 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM 128 GB storage version of the OnePlus 5T, much like it was in the case of OnePlus 5. While the base 6 GB RAM and 64 GB storage version of the OnePlus 5 costs rupees 32,999, the 8 GB RAM and 128 GB storage option is available for 37,999. A recent update by the tech radar in the UK claimed that OnePlus 5T will set at OnePlus 5 prices in that country. We can expect the same in India, which means the OnePlus 5T will be priced close in line with the OnePlus 5, although that would clearly jeopardize the future of the company's incumbent flagship phone. Thank you. This is all I have to say about the OnePlus 5T. Hope you like the video and please subscribe. Thank you.